What good, folks? This is Dark Dre 19 back at it with another what if. This is a what if I haven't done in a while, I guess, maybe like a week or more. What if Deku was Kara's part 2? So, where we last left off, I believe, little recap, you know, Deku died at his funeral. Urine, the Urine, I think that's how you pronounce it. Was born out of his corpse, I guess, reviving him and giving him the powers of a Karas, what you pretty much what you see here. I think I already explained powers of the powers of Karas in part 1 with their godlike abilities, sounding like some anime Power Rangers or something. I don't know. Their transformation to a jet or a car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much already explained it in part 1, so I'm not going to explain it again. So, yeah. And, the sludge villain attacked the school. It, early. It didn't attack Deku on the bridge. It attacked the school. And Deku, defeated him. Bako is not apologetic of what he did. Although he doesn't like what he did, he doesn't want to apologize for it because he hates Deku. So yeah. So let's say it's a time skip after the sludge villain attack. Long after the sludge villain attack. I don't know how old Deku was. I don't remember how old Deku was when the sludge villain attacked the school. I don't really remember. So whatever. Right now Deku is 14. Urine is always with him, and most of the schools see that as Urine as Deku's quirk. Even though, most people are kind of weirded out about it, but they know that some people have quirks that are living creatures, but they don't know anyone that literally has a human being has a quirk. Even though, Urine is not just a human being. She's kind of a cat girl, but she don't have the cat ears, but she has a cat tail or whatever. I probably did not explain that. The Karas are like crows and the Urinates are like, cats. You gotta watch the two movies to understand what I'm talking about. Because if you didn't watch the movies, then you're probably gonna be lost. You can probably, watch it online. Heck, you can watch it on YouTube. You can find the full movie of the second one. I don't know about the first one, but you don't really need the first one to you don't need to watch the first one in order to get the story. You'll know in part 2. But yeah. Oh snap! I think I said a lot. I'm sorry. I've been told that I say that a lot, but seriously, just watch the two movies. They're on YouTube. You can probably watch them on Kiss Cartoon or something like that. Yeah, you could find it online to watch for free. Don't pay for it. So yeah, back to the story. Bakugo really wishes that he didn't kill Deku. He just wishes that he didn't kill Deku because he's mad at the fact that Deku is now all powerful and everything. That what the hell? I don't know, some banging from the outside of my room. I don't know. I think somebody will probably drop something. But this junk's recording, right? Yeah, it's recording. but Bakugo is not happy at the fact that Deku is just got all these powers and that he's so strong. And most of the guys who used to bully Deku is now afraid of him, and they don't even mess with Urine either, because one dude tried to, and that only got him a broken arm and sent to the hospital real quick. Because Deku, he don't play that anymore. That Deku they all know and love. Well, not really loved, but they all know and bully that Deku's like, I don't want to be a hero, all that crap. No, that Deku's gone. He still wants to be a hero, but he's more focused, ready, strong and stern, you know what I'm saying? He's just different. He's a bit taller, a little bit more muscular. He let his hair out, hair grown out. So it's so when he's in his suit form, it'll be flowing, kind of like a cape or whatever. But and this is just Deku is. He just does not care. I mean, he died. He got straight up killed by his best friend, his quote unquote best friend. So how would you feel after that? He's pretty much similar to that Hatsume dude. I don't know his name. I don't know. The guy who loses his arm and he has white hair and an eye patch. And he has a harem of some vampire chick, some bunny girl, and some dragon. And he has a daughter that's some mermaid or whatever. I don't know. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Deku's pretty much kind of similar to him. So, yeah. Let's start where, the teacher comes to tell everybody about the heroes or whatever. How, I'm saying a lot. Sorry. I'm trying to stop that, but I can't. But yeah, I was gonna say too that the teacher comes in and to tell everybody about the heroes and how he already knows that everybody wants to be a hero. Everyone's showing off their quirk and whatever. Bakugo, is still the boastful ones, pretty much, saying, bragging how he's the best and that everybody else is going to be stuck with D-list heroes, sidekicks, or whatever. Probably just become cops. As he just disrespects everyone. Most of them getting, kind of irritated as Deku kind of calms them down, pretty much saying, like, don't listen to Bakugo. He ain't nothing ever since he lost as top dog in this school. Cause let's just say that Bakugo would often attack Deku after school, pretty much refusing to believe that Deku came back, because he hates the fact that Deku came back with so much power. And Bakugo would always lose the fight. Like, seriously. Deku doesn't even have to transform. He would always lose. Because it's pretty much how Deku, he would, in his base form, not in the suit form, it's just him with Urine, and he holding a katana with the little thing. Oh, hang on, let me see if I can find a picture so I can better explain this, or we'll be here forever. So, as I was saying, in Deku's base form, not his suit, this is basically what he carried. And people, it's not that he's, allowed to carry it. It's the fact that nobody is brave enough to tell him otherwise, besides most heroes and policemen, and Deku really doesn't listen to them. So this is basically what he carries in his base form. The little eye thing with the wings is pretty much what glows when he starts his transformation, thanks to Urine. And yeah, even in his base form, he's really, really powerful. So he's really, really powerful even in his base form. Just suit is just a multiplier. So yeah, this is pretty much his sword. The chains is what lock it, and only a Urine can break them. I'm sure you already saw that clip I showed in part 1, even though it's kind of out of focus and you can hear the audio before you can see the visual, which kind of irritated me. I didn't know that happened, but yeah. And as I was saying with Urine, I found like a picture that pretty much showed her, and her cat tail or whatever, just to give y'all something to look at or visualize. So yeah, that's basically how it is. Bakugo would often attack Deku after school, and he would always lose. And the people and the students at the school always see pretty much seeing that Deku is now top dog, not Bakugo, which some people are kind of glad about that, because Deku never really boasts about his power. He never really talks about his powers at all. The only person he really talks to is Urine. Bakugo would often, would say that you're only able to achieve that power thanks to that girl over there. As by Deku, doesn't really care, ignoring Bakugo as he just gets irritated with that. So, as the teacher saying with the heroes or whatever, he pretty much said it seems that two people are applying to UA. Bakugo pretty much saying like, hey, yeah, pointing at himself, and the teacher's pretty much saying that, and Izuku Midoriya, as Bakugo frowns hard and angry as he just stares at our boy Deku. Deku not really caring, just mostly looking at Urine, because he's still a mystery about what he is, or what Urine is. He doesn't know why he was gifted with these powers, or even if they are his quirk or not. He just say, when people usually ask, he just says that Urine is his quirk. And there's not really much answers he could find from Urine, because she only knows as much as Deku knows. So yeah, it's pretty much how it is. As the teacher pretty much asks you, isn't your friend over there coming to UA with you, Izuku? Don't you want to put her name down? As Deku pretty much says that she is coming with me. Her name is not necessary. I already put her down as my quirk, so it's fine. Right, Urine? As she nods her head, whatever, smiling at Deku. As the teacher pretty much saying, well, okay then. As they get on with class or whatever. They get on with class, and after class, school finish. As Deku leaves, and as he's trying to leave, he sees a Bakugo and a few of his goons that still hang out with him for some reason are blocking Deku and Urine's path. As Bakugo pretty much says, drop out, Deku. As Deku was saying, excuse me? I said drop out of school, of UA, dumbass. You know what I'm talking about. Drop out of UA, or you'll pay for it. As Deku, I As you know, not Deku, because Deku's just, you know, staring at Deku, staring at Bakugo. As Urine, let's say Urine is a bit somewhat smuggish, as she says, like, oh, are you threatened by Master Midoriya? Is his power so much greater is at the fact that you can't face him alone? You have to have your friends to help you? As Bakugo says, Bakugo's like, they're not here to help me. They're just here to watch me beat you down if you don't drop out, Deku. As Deku's like, Bakugo, that's not happening, man. Bakugo saying, fine, as he goes in for a charge against Deku. As Deku just, he legit throws his katana, still sheathed by the way, since he can't break the chains, only Urine can, and Deku doesn't want to transform right now, so he pretty much throws the katana at Bakugo's head, bing, knocking him out. Just knocking him out cold. That's the rest of his goons pretty much seeing that just run. As Deku just he steps over Bakugo, pretty much saying, see ya, Kashan. As Urine stepping on, walking on Bakugo, pretty much saying, yeah, see ya, Kashan. As she just wipes her feet like you would do at a welcome mat at home, just wipe her feet on Bakugo's shirt and walks away with Deku. So Deku just goes home to train with Urine. I don't know if y'all hear that laughing out there, but don't pay too much attention to it. So yeah, Deku goes home with Urine to train with his powers for the 10 months. As he well, there's not many abilities for him to learn, since he kind of knows them all. So he just decides to sharpen his sword skills or whatever, and hand-to-hand combat, since most of his fights probably won't require a sword, since he won't be killing anybody. So yeah, I'm not gonna really spend too much on the 10 months, since it's not really that much going on there. So yeah, Deku and Urine are, after the 10 months, Deku and Urine are walking to UA, as they as they look upon the school, Deku, though with that, though he has that face with no emotions or whatever, on the inside, he's really happy that he can achieve his dream of becoming a hero. And now he has a partner that will do it with him as he takes Urine in hand, takes her hand, as she kind of blushes, walking to school. So let's just go to where they ignore the laughing outside. I don't know if y'all hear that. I hope not. I do these what if at night just so I don't have noise in the background, but I guess not tonight. But it's fine. It's not ruining the what if or anything like that. But let's just go to the moment where they're taking the writing test. Most of the students there are staring at Deku taking a writing test because Urine is straight up just sitting on Deku's lap. Oops, no, y'all wasn't supposed to see that yet. Dang it, I should have been paying more attention. As Deku just takes the writing test, Ida is just really, really pissed seeing this, because he's all in his head is just saying that he's breaking the rules, breaking the rules. Breaking the rules. As though people were staring at this, they paid no mind to it. As they to the part where they're at that room where President Mike is explaining. Sorry, I don't mean to yawn. President Mike is explaining the robots. And while he's explaining the robots, Ida decides to interrupt as he pretty much saying that you two, you need to pay attention to what he's talking about. Stop distracting your girlfriend and listen to what President Mike has to say. As Deku pretty much, says that she's not my girlfriend, she's my quirk. As this kind of shocks everybody. This kind of shocks everybody, as most of the guys there pretty much saying that he gets a cute girl as a quirk. Lucky. As Ida pretty much saying, it's like, lies. If she's really your quirk, prove it. As Deku's like, I don't gotta prove anything to you. Just sit your ass down, glasses. As gets really irritated at it, do that stupid choppy motion as he always does. Like, how dare you make fun of your fellow classmate? You're both degenerates, aren't you? I can tell from her outfit, from her outfit, as Deku stands up pretty much saying, what you trying to say? What do you mean by her outfit? Go on. Keep going. What were you trying to say? As he walks up to Ida seeing his chief's katana, as you even have a weapon? What is wrong with you? As Deku says, like, this is a part of my quirk also. As Ida is like, enough of your lies. You decide you not only talk to you not only brought a weapon to UA. You decide to keep talking to your slutty looking, as Ida wasn't even able to finish that sentence because he pretty much got an uppercut in the face. Like a freaking Shoryuken. As he just goes in the air, dropping down on a few chairs as the rest of the classmates seen that. It's like, ooh, it must have hurt. As Ida gets up, holding his face, it's like, you raise your hand against a fellow student? You need to kick him out. As President Mike, says that, well, you did say something. You was about to say something that you shouldn't say, buddy. And as President Mike talks to Deku, as, is that sword and girl really a part of your quirk? As Deku said, well, you'll see when we fight the robots. Now, when we fight the robots, as President Mike looks at Nezu, nodding his head, agreeing to this, as President Mike just saying, like, well, all right then, we'll see at the robots. As President Mike finished explaining, they go to the area or whatever. As Deku wants to go to the front so he could get like a better head start. As he just starts walking to the front, Ida with an ice bag, holding onto his face, saying that, hang on, I don't need you to be distracting that girl up there. As Deku looks to the girl, saying that I wasn't even going to that girl. I was just trying to get to the front. As Ida was saying, like, don't lie to me. We all know you're a degenerate. You were just gonna try and hit on that girl, weren't you? How dare you do something like that? As Ida pretty much gets a strong pain in between his legs because Urine just kicked that man in the balls. Pretty much saying that if Master Midoriya wants to go in front, then you best make way and not get into. Just make way. As Ida just drops to the floor, most of the guys are like, that must have hurt. President Mike pretending that, he didn't see it, as he just, looks away on his phone. So as Deku just walks into the front with Urine. So the count starts with the robots. Even though there's actually no countdown, they just open the door, and President Mike saying, pretty much saying, like, "What are you waiting for? Get going! There ain't no countdowns in battles. It's time to fight." As the robots come out and the people and the students start going in against the robots. As Ida gets his bearings or whatever, starts running to the robots, looking back, seeing Deku, only Deku and Urine there, as he's pretty much thinking in his head, like, probably scared. Good. We don't need someone like him in our hero school. As Deku looks to Urine, pretty much saying, "You ready?" As she says, "Ready." As he holds out his sword, the eyeball socket, the eyelids open, seeing the eyeball, as everything starts glowing with that little halo joint or whatever thing starts going on Deku and forming his suit. This halo thing, it pretty much goes all the way down on Deku, forming his suit. The teachers seeing this are like, "Whoa, did you see that crazy transformation?" As Urine unlocks and breaks the chains on Deku's sword, as he pulls the sword out and goes in, slicing the robots with Urine, like piggybacking, as he just speeds through the robots in his car transformation, as just driving through, crashing into them, shooting missiles. Yes, you gotta watch the show. You gotta watch the movies to know what I'm talking about. I'm sure some of you guys do. So, you know what? For the rest of this what if, I'm gonna pretend you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I'm not gonna explain it anymore. So Deku turns into a giraffe. I'm kidding. He doesn't. They don't have a power like that. I'm kidding. He's still a car. As he crashing through the robots, shooting missiles, blowing them up, transforming back into his regular suit form with his sword, just slicing through a whole bunch of them. Everybody's seeing that. It's like, hang on, that's the same dude. It's like, how you know? The girl on his back. As Deku just jumps on top of a building, leaving Urine there. As he just goes in to destroying more robots, getting a bunch of points. Him throwing daggers at them. Them you see on his arm, the little things like Batman be having. Those things are like daggers. I believe you can throw them. I think I remember seeing something like that. Could be wrong. But yeah. As he just throwing them like kunais or whatever, blowing up all the robots and getting a whole bunch of points, as most of the students are looking at him with awe. Ida not believing what he's seeing, and kind of jealous of mostly of his speed, as as Urine is just watching. Please tell me this has been recording. Okay. All right. I was scared for a sec as the teachers pretty much saying, they're like, this kid's is amazing. As Inez was like, yes. So let's make this a little harder for him. As he pressed the button or whatever, and as while Deku's destroying robots, he's seeing people running away. As he looks the direction they're running from, he sees a spot. As he's like, I don't know, maybe not. As he hears someone, yelling for help. As he sees a girl trapped under rubble. Deku's hero instinct kicking in. He jumps up, jumps in the air, and turns into a jet. Yes, they can turn. Dang it! I already said that I'm gonna pretend that y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, he turns into a jet, and while he turns into a jet, he shoots at the zero pointer, rapid fire bullets or whatever, distracting it as he shoots a chain, not a train, a chain at the girl who was under the rubble, snatching her up and saving her, putting her to Urine. As he goes back at the zero pointer flying, as he decides to pull a, what is it? What was it? Which Star Wars movie was it where they fought on Hoth? I can't remember. Shoot, I cannot remember. But you guys probably know what I'm talking about. He pull a Star Wars with that AT-RT, whatever that Jim called them robots who look like camels. He pretty much shoots the chain at the leg, flies around the zero pointer, making it trip over itself as he flies up in the air, turns into his regular base form, regular suit form, as you see here, sword in hand, as he drops down really fast, as the folks who are watching this whole fight, are seeing like a little aura around Deku as he's falling down. It's forming into a crow. Karas is so badass. I love Karas. He's so cool. I saw this junk when I was like, I don't know, like 12 or 11, and it still wows me to this day. It's just so cool to me. You gotta watch it, guys. But yeah, he's dropping down. an aura of crows around him as a he just orbiter drops the zero pointer, exploding, and it like explodes with the fire or whatever, as you know it bursts out a bunch of crows flying around it. As Deku just when the explosion finally settles, he walks out in his regular base form. He's out of his suit form. He just walks out in his regular base form. Base form, jumping up to the building where Ochako and Urine are, as he picks up both of them, takes Uraraka to Recovery Girl, that's her name, Recovery Girl, and walks away with Urine. And yeah, you already know the drill. Goes home, waits for a stupid letter, and you know he's accepted. We already know the drill. We don't really need to go over it multiple freaking times. And yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it off. Yeah, there's also another what if I'm gonna do later on. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know if I'll give y'all a what if tomorrow. We'll see what I'll do. But it's probably gonna be like a Madara's grandson, and he's gonna be shipped with Tsunade because somebody wanted that. So yeah, it's gonna be like Madara's grandson. Naruto will be like Madara's grandson, but I'm gonna do something a little different with it. I mean, it's gonna be the same origin story when, you know, Madara find a lady, have Minato goes to the fourth, you know what I'm saying? It'll be similar to that, but Naruto, I'm gonna do something a little different with him. Let's just say he has the Sharingan, but yet he doesn't. Like, if you look at him, you probably won't see the Sharingans at all. You won't see the Sharingans at all. You might think that he's blind, and yes, Naruto will be like a blind Uchiha, and I'm gonna say that he's gonna have all the strengths of the Uchiha, but none of their weaknesses. The only weaknesses is the fact that, you know, he's blind, but he's gonna be like a blind ninja, so that's gonna make him fucking badass. So yeah, y'all probably remember saying like Uchihas can't get blind or whatever. Like, they can only get blind if they use their eternal Mangekyo for too long. It's like, I don't care. He's gonna be born blind. He's gonna have all the strength of the Uchiha and none of their weaknesses. His only weakness is him being blind, but that weakness is gonna quickly become his ultimate strength. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. And it's gonna be with Tsunade, because somebody wanted that, and I'm not gonna change it. So yeah, thank you for listening, and goodbye.